And we hear stories of what God is doing in people's lives through all of our different ministries. We hear how God is working in people's lives. And we sat down with a young man this week named Dakota, who had a willingness to share his story, what God's been doing in his life. And I want you to hear that story. He's connected to our young adult ministry, and God's been working in his life. And I want you to hear about it from him. So take a look at this.
Hello, I'm Dakota Hilton. Today I'm going to share my testimony. I'm here at Vineyard Church, and I've been coming here since October of 2023. So growing up, I would go to church with my grandparents and my mom and everything like that. And we kind of, over the years, fell off of going to church between moving and everything like that, because we were kind of constantly moving all the time, because I was raised by a single mother. So instead of continuing to play sports, I started hanging around kids that, would party all the time, drink and do drugs, and I kind of fell into the peer pressure, and I started hanging out and partying, and I quit playing sports, which was everything that I identified with for so many years. And so from there, it kind of was just a gradual decline, and I was hanging around the wrong people. When I moved up here to the city, I was around a lot more temptations because I came from a small town, and so now I started drinking really heavy, and it all really came down to one moment. I had went home, and I remember just calling my mom and telling her that, I don't feel right, things don't feel normal. And at that point, I remember just praying and, asking to feel normal again, because, something wasn't right. I couldn't, find joy in anything I was doing. I was depressed, and my head didn't feel right. And so at this time, I started actually working out as well, because again, I had gotten up to 300 pounds. And through working out, I was able to go to the regular gym at the YMCA, and then I started going to a boxing gym that was right down the street. And from that moment on, my life changed. I started, making friends with people that had positive goals and that were positive people. And I started, instead of having addictions that were bad for me and causing me to do bad things, I started to be obsessively working out, and that became my new addiction. My sister ended up telling me about Vineyard Church because she was coming here, and whenever I first heard Pastor Greg talk, I immediately knew that this is the place I want to be and everything, and I really started to listen to what was being said and the messages, and realizing that it's not all about me, and it's not all about the things that I think I can control, because really at the end of the day, I don't have control over everything that's going on in my life. He does. If it wasn't for Vineyard here, I don't know if I honestly would have continued to go down this path, because it takes a good community, and it's all about the people around you that's going to help make a difference in your life. And it's been a real eye-opening experience coming here to Vineyard Church.